And we begin with weather. The snow has been coming down or came down the other day, but now we're just getting ready for the second round. Here with Chief Meteorologist George Lessens. All right, George, when can we expect the snow next?
The major impact snow will be on Friday. We have round 2 of some light snow coming our way overnight tonight. It will be a lot less than we got the last 24 hours. Snow wound down just after daybreak, had a few lingering flurries in the morning, but check out the snowfall totals. Up in Sand Lake, you came in with top honors right around 9 inches worth of snow. Big Rapids at 8. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we had anywhere from about 7 to around 6 in Muskegon, 5.8 out in Kentwood. As you head to the south and east where there was a little bit of rain, you can see they were around 2 to 5 inch snowfall amounts. We've got a lot less snow coming our way here tonight. It is a cloudy day and it's been dry most of the afternoon, and it will be dry this evening. But later on tonight, we'll start to see some snow move into the area. Lots of clouds out there and just a couple of hints of some sunshine, but there's the storm system rotating just north of Omaha, and the storm track will take it right overhead here tomorrow, and that'll put down 1, maybe as high as 3 inches worth of snow. There'll also be a little bit of drizzle mixed in with that. Our Friday storm is just now moving through northern California, and that is going to be a very strong storm system, one of the strongest since last December. There are winter storm watches that will go into effect later on tomorrow morning, and you can see the path of the storm as you track that through the Midwest. And we have at least moderate, if not major, winter severity impacts expected, especially Friday night into Saturday. As far as our temperatures right now, they're right around freezing north and mid-30s at the lakeshore. We're not expected to get a whole lot colder here tonight, so a little bit more snow melting going on. We'll break down the timeline and how much snow you might get on Friday and Saturday. That's a little bit later on.
Chief Meteorologist George Lessens outside on the weather deck tonight. And George, we get a little break from the snow right now, but it doesn't sound like that's going to last long.
Yeah, we got another little clipper system coming through tonight, Elena, just to keep things interesting, and we'll keep the snowplows busy. Not going to be like this heavy wet snow we've had, however.
That's good.
We are looking forward, or maybe not forward, to the big storm coming in on Friday. May be similar to what we saw just prior to Christmas last year. Let's take a look ahead. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We have a little light snow coming our way late tonight and tomorrow. It's also green. No change to the above freezing snow melting temperatures foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
For the Friday storm, a winter storm watch was issued earlier this afternoon. It goes into effect to Friday morning at 10 a.m. So not tomorrow. This is Friday morning, all the way through early Saturday afternoon. Likely this will be upgraded to some kind of warning, probably during the day tomorrow. This is all part of an area of very active winter weather stretching from Nebraska through lower Michigan. Winter storm watches, they've pulled the trigger for a winter storm warning in the Omaha area, and there is such cold air behind this that wind chill advisories has been issued for most of Nebraska and Kansas. Tonight's storm system, just a little clipper system coming through. You'll wake up to some snow on the ground. It'll take it right over lower Michigan. There might be a period of a little bit of drizzle with it, very similar to what we saw late last week. Here comes that system zipping on through. This is tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., so it'll be snowing for your morning commute. Very lightly though, and then that quickly exits to the east. Tomorrow night will be quiet, and then this system starts to move in. This is Friday morning at 7 a.m. There's the center of the storm system. Watch how it intensifies as it moves up into northeastern Indiana. We are all going to be on the cold side of this storm. No rain with this one mixing in. This is Friday night. Very strong wind. There'll be near blizzard-like conditions Friday night into Saturday morning. And then it just kind of pulls away and we end up with lake effect wind-blown snow with below freezing temperatures on Saturday. So all of that snow that accumulates is going to continue to stay on the ground, and the lake effect snow will continue all weekend long into early next week. So you can expect to be shoveling and plowing most of next week. This is the storm system coming out later on tonight and tomorrow. We're only thinking about 1 inch, maybe a little bit more with that. And then we reset the clock. This is for Friday morning. This is by Friday evening, 7+ inches in just that 12-hour period, and then another 5 inches on top of that. That will be just Friday night. So when you wake up on Saturday morning, there'll be 12+ inches of snow, And then the snow continues throughout the weekend. We start to pile up even more. By the time it's all said and done, by next Saturday, we could see up to 20+ inches of snow, and all of that will be sticking around. Long range outlook, we have high chances that it will remain colder than average here in West Michigan from January 16th through the 20th, and just a little bit higher chance for less system snows coming through. So for tonight, this evening will be fine, but late night light snow moving in, dropping below freezing, so watch out for some slick spots, upper 20s to near 30, mid and upper 20s with slick spots up north on those less traveled surfaces with late night snow. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, again, a little bit below freezing, upper 20s to near 30. 13 on your side forecast. We've increased our impacts for Friday to the highest we can do because there's going to be near blizzard-like conditions overnight Friday night as it becomes very windy. A little bit less of an impact on Saturday, but that'll be dig-out day. And look at the temperatures next week. In the teens for highs Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then climbing into the low 20s beyond that. Well, the beginning of yesterday's snow, very early in the day, was eclipsed by the overnight snow by almost double. You saw at the top of the show that we had anywhere between 5 and 8 inches of snow, especially from Grand Rapids northward. Not that much coming tonight, but nonetheless, 13 weather ball is blinking bright for a little bit less snow in sight. It's also green, no change to the slightly above freezing temperatures foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And if Coco Chanel wants to go out for a walk, not rolling in the green grass, going to be some snow around on the ground, of course. Hannah, the best chance for snow will be for your morning walk when we have a yellow paw. You notice it's just light snow, but temperatures are going to be right around or below freezing, so watch out on those less traveled paths. There could be some slippery spots. Winter weather alerts with a winter storm watch. This is for the Friday system, not the system coming here overnight tonight. This goes into effect from 10 a.m. on Friday to 1 p.m. on Saturday, and these will likely be upgraded to some type of warnings. There are winter storm watches all the way back to around the Omaha area where there's a winter storm warning, so expect upgrades here during the day tomorrow. Storm track for tonight's system coming out of Iowa, coming right overhead, and that's just going to produce a little bit of light snow late tonight and for your morning commute tomorrow before it quickly comes to an end. There could be a drip of drizzle as temperatures are in the mid-30s, so this will be a kind of a snow melting snow. Now Friday morning, we already start to see that system snow come in. This is the big one on Friday morning. Throughout the morning into the afternoon, there's going to be very strong winds and lots of heavy snow. This one's going to be all snow for West Michigan as that storm system intensifies and stays to our east. Wind whip snow overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. Travel will be very difficult and not impossible, and then the snow winds down a little bit on Saturday, but nonetheless, falling temperatures, below freezing temperatures, lots of lake effect snow, and that will continue all the way through Sunday and much of next week as well. The initial round of snow tonight, not a whole lot, maybe an inch at the very most to maybe an inch and a half. And then this is Friday morning. Watch between Friday morning and Friday evening. Already 7+ inches in Grand Rapids and another 5 inches on top of that overnight. There's going to be many areas in West Michigan with 12+ inches of snow. And as we go through the rest of the weekend, we'll add up even more snow. And by the time we get into Monday, we'll see snowfall amounts maybe up to 18 inches deep. And here's the entire next week as well. Many places here in West Michigan seeing 2 feet of new snow, and that's over the next 10 days. Long range outlook from the 18th through the 24th with all that snow around and cold weather. That's going to extend into the 3rd week of January. High chances we'll have fewer system snows coming through the area, but most likely lake effect. Tonight though, late night light snow developing as temperatures fall below freezing, a light and variable wind. That'll help out the power crews. Mid and upper 20s up north with some late night light snow. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll see temperatures right around 28 to 29 with some light snow to greet your day. 13 on your side forecast. We've upgraded the weather severity index to the highest on Friday, especially Friday night with near blizzard conditions, and then just very high on Saturday as it remains windy, transitioning to lake effect. And then next week, lots of lake effect snow. The lower impacts will be toward the second half of the week. But look at those temperatures for highs, Elena. They're going to only be in the teens starting Sunday and only in the 20s after that.
All right, so we're definitely getting that snow we talked about not having for a while.
And then the bitter cold.
And then some. All right, thanks so much, George.
Yesterday's and overnight snowfall, yes, very heavy, very wet. We do have round 2 coming tonight, but it will be just enough to freshen up the snowpack. It's the Friday system that you'll have to be concerned about. 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright for the light snow overnight and during the day tomorrow. It's also green. A couple more days with no change to the slightly above freezing temperatures foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And we were just warm enough to melt some of that snow that fell. 34 here in Grand Rapids, low and mid 30s elsewhere. Average high is 31, so another warmer than average day. Not a lot warmer, but it matched our forecast high at 34. We have a bullseye, and we've had 9 days in a row within our target range. Hope to keep that going. So this is West Michigan weather impacts for round 3 coming on Friday. We'll start during the morning, last all night, and then kind of wind down on Saturday morning. I have pulled the trigger and gone very high for all of the impacts, including power outages. Since last night's storm seemed to have a lot, this one's going to have a lot of wind and heavy snow with it. So again, a very high for all of those categories. The little bit of light snow coming tonight is coming out of Iowa. That's just going to put down an inch or so. This is the big storm that's going to be tracking to the south and then heading south of lower Michigan on Friday night. It's going to bring a lot of snow and wind. Let's talk about the snow tonight. You can see not a whole lot. This is about an inch to maybe an inch and a half, again, over the northern counties. Just enough to keep it interesting for your travel throughout the day tomorrow. We re-rack and talk about what's happening on Friday then. This is Friday morning, just enough to see the snow come down. You'll go, where's all that snow you're talking about on Friday? This is by 7 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, here's the snow. It's going to be travel difficulties all throughout the daylight hours on Friday. 5 to as much as 8 inches of snow just in that 12-hour period, and another 5 inches on top of that overnight. And there'll be a wind component with this as well. So 12 plus inches in many areas from 7 o'clock in the morning Friday to 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and another couple of inches on top of that. Some of that's from lake effect snow, and that will continue not only on Sunday, but into Monday, all the way through next Thursday. And this is just the snowfall total through next Tuesday. So we're talking at least 1.5 feet, and some spots could be closer to 2 feet. We created a graphic for the blizzard conditions last December, and this area right in here is where you might see visibility quite low on Friday morning, but it's when the winds pick up. This is where the blizzard conditions are going to be at right around 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. Watch over the next couple of hours. This is by 7 o'clock. These highlighted cities, those are blizzard conditions, have been met with high winds and low visibilities. It climbs up into the greater Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and Holland areas between 7 and 9. Up to 11 o'clock on Friday, blizzard conditions move northward. These have been criteria that have been met from about Muskegon to Alma all the way up to Big Rapids. And then as the system pulls away, we start to lose the blizzard conditions, but it will be very treacherous travel around here on Friday night. So you've been informed. A little bit of snow tomorrow, maybe some drizzle mixed in as temperatures will be back above freezing, mid and upper 30s. It will be below freezing though to start your day, so watch out for some slippery spots. Mid 30s in the afternoon north with some light snow, maybe a touch of drizzle. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area, a little bit below freezing tonight, back into the mid 30s here tomorrow. 13 on your side forecast. So I pulled the trigger for the highest impact bar on Friday as near blizzard conditions in the early evening. Very windy, lots of snow, and then some lake effect snow. Still windy on Saturday and Sunday. The impacts start to go down a little bit, not a lot. I guess the best travel next week will be Wednesday, but look at those highs. They'll only be in the low and mid-teens Sunday through Tuesday, and at best 20 plus Wednesday into the following weekend.